Now, let's talk about irregularity types. First is procedural for accommodations and accounting errors. Accommodations must be checked and rechecked. Consider plans for redundancy checks. On state tests, score codes must be entered for each eligible student who does not test. We must allow for sufficient time and make clear to the campus staff how important this is, including allowing sufficient time necessary to complete all accurately. We must file documentation of scorecards, including justification, and keep these with the retention documents for ready reference in the future. This is a checklist of both accommodation errors and accounting errors. Now we move on to training. Training also is irregularity if not done properly. It is best to train all staff for each test. We must also heed the training deadlines. Have a detailed consolidation plan. Include details for how accommodations will be communicated and implemented by personnel supervising the consolidated room. Also consider how personnel will complete a seating chart for the consolidated room. Active monitoring will likely discourage or detect most or any cheating or any inappropriate behavior before it results in a student gaining an unfair advantage or breaching test security. Again, active monitoring, knowing what's happening, moving around to ensure that students are doing what they should and not having any type of advantage. Watch for review packets and other cheat sheets. This was a big problem in the last school year for our district. Now looking at test security training, again, irregularities procedural. These are student-related eligibility errors. When students are found to be in possession of a prohibited electronic device or a prohibited item such as a cheat sheet, campus personnel must determine if the student was using it to cheat or if test security was breached. If so, is it an irregularity and a TISV must be submitted? If not, it is not technically an irregularity and the campus should handle it as a student code of conduct violation without submitting a TSV. So how do we know if they got a comparative advantage or cheating advantage? Active monitoring. Regularly run and review enrollment and withdrawal reports as you approach the testing windows. Be sure that you get correction requests in early. We must ensure that our registrars and counselors have all the AARs completed. State deadlines are firm, they are unforgiving, and they must be met. Now, test security training irregularity types. Now, this is for serious irregularities. Repeatedly educate your staff regarding the prohibitions detailed on the bottom of page 13 of the DISD Test Security Manual for the 24-25 school year. Violations of these prohibitions can result in serious sanctions. These will be tightly enforced this year as several contributed to serious irregularities in spring 2024 that had employment and or certification implications. Personnel must not look at student monitors once a test is launched, with the exception of the submission screen. All personnel must have a duty to report irregularities as soon as they become aware of them. Not doing so can rise to a level of serious irregularity. Again, all personnel have a duty to report irregularities as soon as they become aware of them. Not doing so can lead to a level of a serious irregularity. Again, all irregularities must be reported. We will call our district-wide testing coordinator or the test security officer right away should we have any questions or comments. We always identify the students involved or affected by the incident. We always indicate the course of action that the campus proposes to lessen the chance of reoccurrence, we always include a statement form that the campus testing coordinator or other adults who were involved witnessed the irregularity and the students who were involved and affected or witnessed by the incident. Remember, this all starts from active monitoring and completion of test seating charts. So how to submit an irregularity? These are the steps. Step 1, determine the type of irregularity. Is it procedural or serious? Step 2, we do not contact TEA directly, but we inform the campus principal. We gather statements from all involved. Step 3, we complete the TISV form on the Test Security tab of the DISD assessment webpage. We attach all statements, including a campus testing coordinator statement that explains all the impacts of the incident and includes the full names and ID numbers of all students involved or impacted. Importantly, the campus testing coordinator statement must also include corrective measures the campus will take to prevent future occurrences. Step 4, you may make changes or upload additional statements to the submitted TISV form by logging back onto the TISV site and selecting the applicable TISV number. Then click Edit, then attach it. Then step 5, you will receive a resolution from the Office of Test Security within approximately 48 hours after all required documents is attached to the TISV. This resolution will inform the campus of further steps. How to access the TISV form? You go to the assessment site, click on the Test Security tab on the top right, scroll down to Reporting Irregularities, click on DISD Irregularity Form. You submit it there. You sign in at the APSEA application suite. You click on Test Irregularity or Security Violation TISV Reporting. You click Action Menu and select Do Report, and you complete all the items of the form, including attaching statements. Ms. Price or myself will be able to support you in this process if you have questions. Now, test security training. Watch for the resolution of the irregularity submissions via email. Again, the testing security will report to us within 48 hours of receiving a complete TISV. The campus testing coordinator must note in particular action items in resolution resolved. Special attention must be made to numbers 8, 10, and 11 on the resolution report. Sanctions range from a variety as listed here on this slide. I will send out a copy of this presentation so that you can review this in detail. Violations are very serious, and sanctions can lead to you losing your State Board of Education certification. It's really important that we follow through with maintaining test security. Test security modules. All of you should have received an email with regards to completing a test security module. I, along with Ms. Price, must complete the TEA Learner Management System, or LMS, managing the secure test materials by November 8th. This must be completed in addition to the test security modules required for all staff members. We will send you instructions on how to access your test security module in the Learner Management System. All staff who will be involved in secure testing, including the testing coordinators, must complete the Learning Management System Test Security for Texas Assessment Program by November 8th. We will share more details again with you in the future, and we will also be available to help support you in completing this module. These are the important contacts with regards to the evaluation and assessment staff. Of course, if you have any questions, Ms. Price and myself are available to support you in this endeavor. We thank you for your time in listening to this test security training. This is asynchronous. I will have a face-to-face session to meet with you and to discuss what we covered in this slide deck. Also provide you with an opportunity to ask any questions. Please be sure you scan this QR code included in this video, as well as, or you can go to this website here, which I will email, where you can sign in to acknowledge receipt of this test asynchronous training. Again, you can scan this QR code and fill out the form, or you can follow the link that I email out to you regarding acknowledgement of this training. This concludes the test security training for the asynchronous section. We will meet in face-to-face to have a Q&A and support session for you all with regards to test security and training.